Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a very laid back and conversational vlog style video, which I don't really normally do on this channel, but it's my 1 year anniversary of being on YouTube as a booktuber or a nerd tuber or whatever you want to call me. And I figured I would just sit here and kind of casually chat with you guys, let you know what's going on in my life, and some things I've got planned for the near future here. So without further ado, let's get right to it. I really hope that you enjoy this video, and if you want to see more casual vlogs from me too, let me know, because yeah, like I said, I don't do them very often, but I'm open to maybe doing them, so let me know what you think. So as I mentioned before, it is my 1 year anniversary of being on YouTube, and if you remember in my last video, I mentioned that there might be cake involved. And there is cake involved, and oh my goodness, I'm gonna take my first bite of this cake right now on this video. You guys are just gonna watch me enjoying every little morsel of this cake and gobbling it up. And you know, I hope you don't mind, but I'm indulging. If you have some tasty sweet treats that you want to indulge in with me while you're watching this video, please go right ahead. Indulge yourself. Have at it. Have fun with me. And this is not going to be the only video celebrating my 1 year anniversary, but this is the first. There will be a second one where I'm going to do a Q&A. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. So before I start gabbing, I'm just going to try this cake because I already dropped a crumb. I haven't even had any yet. I'm going to try this cake because it looks very fluffy and amazing. Yeah, hold on just a second. Oh man. Oh man. Hold on one second, I'm gonna take one more. I do love a good cake with chocolate icing. So yeah, that is really yummy. Anywho, let's chat a little bit. Some things that you should know about my recent endeavors in life. I recently got done with a social media fast. I was off all social media with the exception of YouTube, of course, for all of the month of July. And it allowed me to really reevaluate things, see where I'm going, see what kinds of social media I still want to use, what things I don't. And I was actually very productive during that break. It was really pretty cool. So I got a lot more reading done. Because if you're not aware, you probably are if you are on social media, but it's a real time waster. It really is. You're constantly just scrolling through social media. Maybe you're scrolling through Instagram. Maybe you're taking some time out to see what your friends are up to on Facebook. Maybe you're reading all the latest tweets from George Takei or other authors that you follow, whatever that might be. And I think that it can be a real time waster. And that was one of the reasons that I did the social media fast. I wanted to do a test and see what it really does for me, what the benefits were. And I had a lot of benefits. So I had done a video on digital minimalism by Cal Newport, and I'll link the video at the end in the cards so that you can check it out if you're interested. But you know, he advocated doing a 30-day digital detox is what he calls it, and he does a lot more than just social media, but I pretty much just focused on social media. So yeah, it was really beneficial. And so I kind of made some decisions as to how I want to go about using social media in the future. And these plans could change, of course, but I don't know if they will in the near future. But as of right now, I've made some decisions. And if you follow me on any of the social medias, you may have seen some of my posts regarding my resurgence on social media now that I've finished the break. So, I've made the decision to definitely stay on Facebook. At least that's my goal for right now. I want to mainly use Facebook to still keep in contact with my friends that are at a long distance from me, and I'd like to use it to promote my videos and other content, because yeah, I'm an artist as well, and I do other creative endeavors. I do some writing, and I've got some new book ideas too. So I'll be promoting my creative endeavors on Facebook. That's not really going to go away. I do have a Facebook fan page as well, and if any of you found me through that fan page, you already know that. But my plan is to discontinue that. I'm not going to be using that anymore. I may not delete it, although I probably will, but I'm not really going to use it anymore because I discovered that there may be a benefit to using Patreon as my fan page. And hold up before you get too nervous. I'm not going to be hiding everything behind a paywall. You can still follow someone on Patreon without supporting them. So if you would like to follow me on Patreon, link in the description below, and you can find my Patreon page there. I haven't done a whole lot with it yet. I've been on it for a while, but I've been trying to fine tune it and figure out how I want to use it. And I finally finished all my tiers and stuff like that, my support tiers. And so I'm going to be using that to make basic updates and then share those over to Facebook. And I'm also going to use it to put up supporter-only content. So if you do end up being a supporter, you get perks and things like that. I'll do a more in-depth Patreon video in the future, but I'm going to be using that as my fan page pretty much. It seems like a more cohesive flow to what I want to do in my creative endeavors. And I haven't really had a whole lot of success with the Facebook fan page. And I don't know if a lot of creators do. Maybe you're a creator and you've had good success with it. Cool, and let me know what you thought of it, and give me some reasons why you think I should keep it up, if you think I should. My plan is to also delete Instagram altogether. I found that Instagram is a huge time waster for me. I do a lot of scrolling there. And also, too, for the content that I posted to Instagram, it really didn't generate any traffic at all. When I look at my algorithms, most of my traffic comes from Facebook, maybe a little bit from Twitter, but hardly any from Instagram. And the stuff that did come from Instagram only came through my Linktree, which is it's a service that you put up all your links that people can follow you at, and then you put that in the description of your page, and people can click on it to find your other stuff. So I did get a few clicks from that, but not very many. And I think one of the reasons that happens is, and I think this is an inherent flaw with Instagram, is they don't allow you to put clickable links in the descriptions of your actual posts. So you just have to put something like link in bio, and then you have to rely on people to click the link in your bio and things like that. And big celebrities probably have a lot of success with that. Newer creators really don't. It doesn't seem like, in my experience. So, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I will probably end up deleting Instagram altogether. So that will be interesting. I may or may not keep Twitter. It just depends. There is a big booktube community and author community on Twitter, so I think I may keep that for the foreseeable future, but I'm just not sure. I'm still kind of on the fence with Twitter. And Goodreads, I'm still going to keep Goodreads because it has its flaws, but Goodreads really does a lot to help me keep track of my TBR list, and it's a good chance to interact with book readers. So I think I'll keep using Goodreads for the foreseeable future. And again, that could change. So yeah, and I've got a few other things I've toyed around with, little ideas that I'm thinking about of how to incorporate and generate more content for people and get more people interested in not only booktube in general, but in my channel specifically. So yeah, that's where I'm at so far with my break from social media. And I'm going to have another piece of cake here if you don't mind. Oh, yummy, yummy. Excuse me while I take a drink. That's the thing about sugar. You need to drink a lot of water. It'll dry you out really fast. So yeah, let's see. What else should I talk about? I've been watching a lot of Doctor Who with my son. We've been catching up because we used to watch it on Amazon Prime, but then they never released the 11th season of Doctor Who on Amazon Prime because apparently the BBC had struck a deal with HBO Max, and Doctor Who's now exclusive to HBO Max. So we have HBO Max, and so I've been watching a lot of Doctor Who with my son. And I discovered today that robophobia is a thing. I did not know that. So now I know, and knowing is half the battle. Go Joe! Yes, I know that was random and nerdy, and I'm not apologizing for that. Because I am random, and I am very nerdy. You're definitely getting to see a different side of me in this video, I think. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry, that's tough. It's who I am. I don't always get this weird and off the wall on a lot of my videos, I know, but I may just start doing that because it's a thing. What am I reading currently? I am reading the second book in the Millennium Trilogy by Stieg Larsson. If you're not familiar with that trilogy, you probably heard of the movie The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And there were originally movies made of all the Millennium books, but there was subtitles. You know, they were filmed in a European setting, so you can check those out, or you can read the books. The books are fantastic. The first one focused on tracking down a serial killer, and this book focuses on busting a sex trafficking ring. So really pretty interesting story. Definitely not for kids, and not for people who are offended by language and sexual content, things like that. So keep that in mind. But it is a really good book. I also have on my desk the second book in the Wheel of Time series, although I haven't started it yet. It's still yet to be started because I've been reading the Girl Who Played with Fire, which is the second Millennium book. And but I'm thoroughly enjoying The Girl Who Played with Fire. It is really, really good. And I'm also reading the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. I started that book and I'm really enjoying that. So I've got a lot on my plate right now as far as books, and a lot's happening with the channel. As you know, I've got lots of plans for the future here. I'm going to be doing a geek out on the 3rd, I think it's the 3rd, or maybe it's the 4th weekend in August. We have the guys over at Geek on My Sleeve. We're going to be geeking out over Mistborn Book 3, which is The Hero of Ages. Link in the description below to that as well. And then I've got a little something else special planned for Mistborn fans. So I won't say a whole lot about it, but it's going to be a pretty fun video. The guys from Geek on My Sleeve are hopefully going to be joining me for that one, and we're gonna We're gonna do something pretty fun and entertaining. If you're a Mistborn nerd and you're a movie nerd, you should definitely check it out. So I'll talk more about that here soon, but it's still in the planning stages. So yeah. But yeah, it's been a wild ride on YouTube. I wasn't really sure quite what to expect from it. And if you go back and look at some of my older videos, oh man, guys, I feel like I've grown a lot as a YouTuber. Some of my older videos were pretty bad. Although I don't think they were horrible, I still appreciate them. My review for Mistborn Book 1 was one of my first videos. And if you want a stroll down memory lane for me, I'll leave that video in the cards at the end of this video too for you to check out, because it's, yeah, I needed a little work, but it went well. But that's the thing about being a YouTuber, right? You're always growing. You're always learning new stuff. And I feel like it's a good growing experience getting yourself out there. If you've considered being a YouTuber but haven't really made the jump, even if you don't do Booktube, maybe you have other passions that you want to talk about, do it, man. I've had a blast. I really look forward to doing these videos every week, and who knows, I may do more in the future as my audience grows, and if I start having more free time to where I can make more videos, I may do more. But for now, I'm sticking to once and maybe twice a week on occasion. Special occasions, I do an extra video. So I'll let you know more about that in the future. And I highly encourage anyone who really wants to do YouTube, just do it. I was on the fence about it for a long time. And I kept thinking about how it would be so cool to do it, but then I don't know if I would really hit it off on YouTube. I don't know if people would really connect with me. You know, it's all that harmful self-talk that you tell yourself, that negative self-talk, you know, lacking confidence. And one day I just said, hey, you know what? I am going to do this. And I'm going to do it my own way. I'm going to do it the best I know how. And so far, I've done pretty well. I haven't quite hit that 100 subscriber mark, which is okay. So if you are watching this video and you've been enjoying my videos recently, definitely subscribe. But I'm just enjoying it. I'm not doing it for the recognition. I'm not doing it to make money, although both of those things are cool. I'm just doing this because I really enjoy talking about books and movies and nerdy TV shows, and you know, it's just good times. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep going with it and keep making videos, and we'll see where it goes. And who knows, maybe my thoughts will change on it in the future, but I don't really think so. This has been pretty fun, and it's gotten me out of my comfort zone. You know, it gets me in front of the camera. My videos are potentially being seen by thousands of people at any one time. Even if it's just the thumbnail that somebody bypasses, like, okay, whatever. You know, I'm putting myself out there and getting seen by all these people. And part of me is like, whoa, that's kind of intense. It's kind of weird. And at the same time, I'm just loving it. You know, it just takes jumping that hurdle. So I didn't mean for this to turn into a pep talk. Yeah, not talk into a pep turn. Never mind. I didn't mean for this to turn into a pep talk with me telling you what you should do. But if you want to get on YouTube, please do. I think it would be great. And I've found a lot of community here on YouTube as well, especially with booktubers. There's a lot of really cool booktubers that I have met and run across, and some of them haven't stayed on YouTube very long. They got tired or burnt out or frustrated, whatever it was, And that's cool. I totally get it. But I'm still connected with them, and we're still buddies, and I really enjoyed the connections I made. So, especially in this world where we're at the height of this pandemic, and it can be really isolating sometimes, just being cooped up in a house all by yourself. And of course, I have my kids too, but it can be really isolating at times. And so having that community of people, even though they're not in your same city, having that community to reach out to and chat. And I have met a few locals here in the Phoenix area too, so that's been kind of cool. And I really think that it is a good way to make some new friends. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. What you think about that. Maybe you're currently on YouTube yourself. You have a new channel, and you would you'd like to meet more people through that. Yeah, send me a holler. I'd love to chat with you and be one of your YouTube friends, and we're on this journey together, right? Guys, this cake is really good. Loving it. So, yeah. One of the things that I am really curious about is the really popular booktubers. How they got so many subscribers at once. I'm always curious about that. And it's funny to see everybody has different growth journeys. Some people's channels boom right away, and other people's channels don't. And I think part of it is there's this whole you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you kind of thing out there, which isn't really true subscribing. After a while people decide, oh, okay, I've been on here long enough, I'm going to unsubscribe from this person. So sub for sub doesn't really work. But that is how some channels grow, and it maybe does help in a way because it boosts that YouTube algorithm, and then eventually they get discovered by more people. And even though they lose some subscribers that were just there because they wanted subscribers too, that YouTuber ends up getting some genuine subscribers who really like and enjoy their content. So it's a really unique platform here on YouTube to try and figure out how the algorithm works, and what does good for your channel and what doesn't do good for your channel, and how to make good thumbnails that people like to engage with, that really pop, and it's like, oh, I want to learn about that, without being too clickbaity at the same time. You don't want to be too clickbaity where somebody clicks on your link because they see one thing and you're talking about something totally different. If I were to put up this comment about I'm talking about this, and then you watch this video and you're like, damn, this is just a guy eating cake and gabbing about his life. That wouldn't be fair to the person who clicked on that video, but it does happen. So it's really interesting, and it's been a huge learning journey. So I've enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching my videos too. And I do have some really cool stuff planned for the future, so make sure that you stay tuned. If you want to follow me on the social medias, like I said, I'm probably deleting Instagram, but I am going to keep Twitter for now, and I'll be on Facebook, and you can follow me on Patreon or support me on Patreon if you want to. That would be cool. And if you are curious about other ways to support me, any links to books that I talk about in my videos, I do put down in the description below, and you can click on those, and they are affiliate links. So I do get a little bit of a kickback if you purchase a book from those Amazon links. So that's another way to support me. It's not a huge support, but every little bit helps, and you know, it's really cool. So, you know, if you're looking for a new book, you know, buy it through one of those links if it's a book you're interested in. Don't buy it just because, though. Don't buy it if you're not going to read it. But if you really want to read it and you've been looking for an opportunity to purchase it, go for it. And use my links in the descriptions. So I woke up this morning, and apparently we had a solar flare last night. I did not know this. My daughter showed me a picture of the orange sun, and that was really quite cool. I'd never seen anything quite like it. And I know that was random, but I thought it was interesting, and it happened today. So I'm just like, oh, I'm going to talk about that too, because this is a random whatever vlog, video blog. Yeah, it's a vlog. Man, guys, you got to make cake at home. Don't buy your cakes. Such a waste of money. They're so easy to make. You just open the box, follow the directions, and away you go. So, So, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. I really do. Kind of more laid back. Not my typical flair. But I just wanted to kind of share with you some updates, things I'm going to be doing on my channel. Let me know in the comments below some questions you have, because I am going to be doing a Q&A video next week. Now, if I don't have any questions, that's fine, and I'll just do something else completely random. I might just do a book review, because I have another book review or two that I can do. But if you have some questions for me, leave them in the description below. It could be about anything. It could be what's my favorite color. It could be what are some of my favorite books of all time. It could be what do you like to do for fun. It could be what's your favorite meal to make or favorite meal to eat. It could be anything. You can ask about what gear I use for my videos. Literally anything. And I'm looking for questions throughout this next week, and you can tweet those to me. You can find me on Patreon. You can private message me on Facebook. You can comment at the bottom of this video in the comments. Any questions you have, let me know, and I will answer them in that Q&A video. And that will be part 2 of my year-long celebration on YouTube. And then we will get back to my regularly scheduled content that I normally provide. So, remember, do all this stuff here, 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 and here. And comment in the description below some of your questions for me. And I am done with my cake. I've got a few little morsels here that I probably will finish shortly, but I'll do that after this video is over. Make sure that you are reading more books, guys, and I will see you in my next video, the Q&A. Talk to you later. Bye.